Ready for a no meat, no egg, no dairy, fast, low cost, little energy to make, great tasting meal? Then let's make one. Hello, it's pizza again. You know how I love pizza, how everybody loves pizza. So I love these. These are fantastic. I've made these over and over and over again. This actually comes 16 inches. So this is a half, so it's 8, right about that. So, okay, so you get an idea. And they're about 6, a little over 6 wide, maybe 6.5 wide. I could put 2 of these, so if I cut it in half, I could put it in my toaster oven. I can't put a 16 in my toaster oven. Toaster oven is about 13 on the inside, and most aren't 16. So you can use your bigger oven to do this, or you can even do it outdoors on a grill if you want to smoke and cook it out there. I've done that many times too, where I put my pizza stone out there. I have a larger one, and I put it on my grill. But for here, this is going in the toaster oven, and which reminds me, best to get it warmed up while we're talking. Okay, so let's get our pizza stone warmed up. It takes about 3 minutes. So this is going to be a very simple one. I love this. This is just a really great tasting, wonderful pizza. I'm just going to have this to eat right now. It's going to be fantastic. So what I've got here is I've got some mushrooms. I've got some avocado. I've got some roasted garlic. It's going to be very simple, what I call like a green herby type thing, which is really good. The roasted garlic I've already done, so I'm going to do a sequence of pictures right now up on the top here, and you'll see what I did. So it's chopped garlic, and then the olive oil, put it in the toaster oven. It takes about 6 to 10 minutes, depends on how much you have in it. And then it gets sauteed, so you can see the picture of that up there. And it gets sort of brown. Now you can make this on any level you want, whether you want to really brown it a lot or just a little bit. I like it a little bit, like a lot, so it's kind of in between roasted garlic but not. Because roasted garlic is just sort of roasted. This is sauteed because it's actually done in the olive oil, and it browns up beautifully, and it gets this sort of like caramelized, chewy taste to it. So that's going to get spread all over this. Right now I'm going to take the mushrooms. I want to get them a little bit moist because mushrooms on pizza, if you put them in the oven, they have a tendency to dry out quite a bit. So what I do with them is I cut them up, I put them in a bowl, stick them in the microwave for 2 minutes, and they sort of get that nice soaked up, nice mushroomy, and it works better on the pizza. So let's do that now. Let's get these. I just slice them up like this, roughly about 1/8 inch slices, somewhere in there, like that. I'm going to put. That's, 2 of these is probably enough for that whole side of slice there. Leave that one out. I just put a little bit of water in the bottom of the bowl, and these just steam in that water, so they're not going to dry out on the pizza too much. So I'm popping in there for 2 minutes. My toaster, you have to kind of adjust to your own microwave and so you don't overcook them as well. But they get nice and like meaty tasting when you do that, when you just sort of steam them in the water like that for a couple minutes. I like that a lot. So we're doing some cilantro, all that. So the garlic, the cilantro, the mushrooms, all going on now. And then afterward is the avocado and then the basil. So it's just a simple, really quick, uses like no stuff to make it, which is just the greatest thing in the world. You don't have to really worry about lots of dishes to wash. It's fantastic. It's a great taste. You can use it at parties. I'm just going to eat it, for a meal. So right now for dinner, it's going to be great. And I do it all the time. I love it. It's fantastic. So as soon as the mushrooms are out of there, I will be back. Okay, I am back. My mushrooms are here. I'm going to start putting the whole thing together. So this is, I use this little ramekin, I don't know if I mentioned at the beginning of there, and I just line it with a little piece of foil. And this now I just toss out. There's nothing to clean here, which is really great, because that's what all this is all about, really the least amount of cleaning and doing all that stuff. So I'm going to try and get this spread pretty evenly across my pizza crust here. Just want to get that flavor down there. So it's really just in everybody. This garlic just smells so good. Okay, get all that down. Let's spread that around real nice. Beautiful. A little over here. Just get that essence going. Really great. That just gives this like chewy little crunch every now and then as you're eating it. And what I love to do here, once I put all the mushrooms on, which is just try to get them kind of even around. And you can use any mushrooms you like. These are called baby bellas, which are really great. I love them. The texture is really great. They're sort of, just basically mushroom, regular button mushrooms. But so there, beautiful. You see that? There it is. Yes, nice, just gorgeous. And then what I do is I like to take just a little bit of garlic powder or granulated garlic, and I just dust over the top of the mushrooms. So they get that soaked into them, and then that's going to cook in with a very small dusting. A little pepper over the top, and just a touch of Himalayan pink salt, which I love this stuff. It's great. Not a lot. I don't do a lot of salt. And then I'm going to do the herbs, which are the two, which is the cilantro. So I just like to just chop this. It just pops off the scissors real nice onto this. Really great. Kind of get it spread around evenly. Beautiful. Look at that. Oh, yes. There it is again with that on it. And then we're just going to do some green onions. These I will do over here so I can hand sprinkle them down so they're nice and even. And I just normally take about 1/8 of an inch, somewhere in there. Scissor cut just works beautifully for this. And then I'll sprinkle these over. Now this all gets, I don't want to call it cooked because this is in the oven for about 6 minutes. That's it. Because everything is ready to eat anyway. So all you're going to do is really just heating up. And that's really the key to all these things that I do are just really simple. Just heat them up. Just get them edible. Because everything's edible right here, right now. You could eat this without putting the toaster oven. But I like to put it in because I like the crust just a little bit more crusty and a little bit, just to have it nice and hot is really great. And that's all I'm really doing is just making it hot. And then afterward, the avocado goes on top of this and the basil. So let's just stick this in the toaster oven. And that's going to just be a few minutes, and that's it. That's going to be out. So as soon as that's out, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. It's out. It's about just 6 minutes, nice and hot. And that beautiful technique of steaming the mushrooms a little bit before getting them real moist, they don't dry out. If you ever notice when you go out to eat, and get a pizza with mushroom on it, they're usually kind of all like dried up because they just take them and cut the mushrooms and throw them on top, and the oven's just going to dry them out. So getting moist to begin with keeps them nice and tender and moist. They're really great that way. So I'm going to load on the avocado at this point. I like a lot of avocado, so I put a half on. I'm not going to eat the whole thing, obviously, but let's put half of this on. Oh, beautiful, gorgeous avocado. I love when there's no messed up parts of them. So I'm just going to cut it in half to start with, and then I'll take some slices off. And these don't have to be perfect unless you're in some sort of a contest. the other one. Oh, just like that, covered. Just beautiful. See it up there? Just fantastic. It's gorgeous. Can't wait to eat it. Let's put the basil on. So this, I just do a little bit of a angled cut. These will, if you do this, roll up like a chiffonade to cut them. I do this separately because then I can unwind them because they will get hooked together. Now this is right off my basil plant, right outside there. You can probably see it behind me. I just love fresh basil on my pizzas and pastas and everything. There it is. You can see it up there with the basil on it. It's just beautiful, great. This is just a wonderful, quick. This whole thing takes a few minutes, you know, a minute or so with the mushrooms in the microwave, toaster oven. This was 6 minutes. It's ready to go. It's hot enough. It's all ready to eat. I'm FOODMAKER V, and remember, the best investment you'll ever make is an investment in your health. I'll see you next time.